our strategy, if I had to say that we have one, is to try and figure out on every vehicle that we acquire, whether it's trade or private party acquisition, we try to figure out the end at the beginning. How can we sell this vehicle for more? We committed. We said that if in the state of Georgia, over the course of a month, that 25 to 30,000 used cars were going to be retail sold, that we wanted to do everything that we could to make sure that 350 to 500 of those cars were ours. And we also further said that if that number got cut in half and the market began to tighten or to be constrained, and that the SAR for used cars began to drop, and those cars went from 25 to 30,000 used cars per month to 15, that we still wanted to be the dealer that was going to sell 350 to 500 cars per month. We are committed to doing what we have to do to get our unfair share of the vehicles that are in the marketplace and the customers that are in the marketplace, because we're willing to do the work. VINCUE has been arguably one of the biggest lifts in our used car operation, because it caused us to be able to create that shift that we needed as an organization towards acquisition. We didn't start our acquisition program until we stumbled upon VINCUE's dashboard for private party acquisitions. And in doing so, we saw that in our market, there was an absolute opportunity for us to go after cars that no one else was attacking. You have your big companies like your Carvanas and your CarMaxes, which thankfully now those are the people that we compete with the most. But they have long since been doing the private party acquisition program to be able to get the cars that they need. And nobody from a franchise retail perspective was actually doing it well. VINCUE gave us a platform, they gave us a dashboard, they gave us tools, they facilitated our leads, they pushed information that gave us quantifiable and measurable data that we were able to use, that was solid, that allowed us to make decisions on the fly on how we were going to approach the acquisition of the cars that we wanted for our store. It worked so well for us that we adopted their entire suite. So now not only do we use their acquisition platform still to this day, but now they are our sole source of inventory management. And they tie into every other resource that we use, from our CRM to all of our web design and beyond, to our third parties. In the acquisition side, we probably bring in between 250 to 300 cars on a monthly basis. Of those 300 cars, 125 to 150 of them are acquired through private party channels, i.e. going out to customers that are on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, whatever source we can get them from. And some of them are actually referral customers. We bought cars from their friends, family members, so on and so forth. And now we're getting an opportunity because we've created a staple in our market that we are here to buy cars. We don't say, hey, how do we fit within the market? We say, hey, what is special about this car? What is special about the exterior color, the interior color, the things that are intangible that no market value set actually gives you attribution or dollars for? If I know that I sell a pearl white or a black car with tan interior at a faster rate and at a higher clip, then I can acquire that vehicle maybe for a little bit more money than somebody else is willing to pay based on that exact same sample size or that same market data. You have to know who you're serving. And then you have to know what you're selling. When you know what you're doing and who you're serving and who you're selling, you can acquire cars for more, which means that you can be more aggressive with your appraisals, but you can also sell your cars for more because you have the ones that the people want and they're willing to pay for. So our strategy, if I had to say that we have one, is to try and figure out on every vehicle that we acquire, whether it's trade or private party acquisition, we try to figure out the end at the beginning. How can we sell this vehicle for more? Because I don't necessarily believe that I have to be at 97% of any market sample size to be able to sell vehicles, be profitable, and turn units quickly. I have to be a vehicle in the market that people want to buy, that I have that nobody else did. And then I have to be able to merchandise it in such a way that they know that I have the vehicle and they're willing to come and buy it from me. When I say we want to sell cars for more, I'm saying that I want to sell the car for what the market dictates, that a vehicle with this equipment in this color combination with this sell-through rate over this number of days based on this availability should sell for. And we need to be able to give the client that we acquired that car for the money that it was due. And then we need to ask for that car what the market, based on all of the data, says that that car is worth. The confidence that we have in the data that we're able to look at allows us to make decisions that are critical for the success of our business. It allows us to be able to create market sizes and take out people that don't compete in the same space or the way that we do, or add people that will, to add cars a year older or a year newer or within a certain amount of miles to get to a sample size so that you can actually make a decision based on a double-digit sample size that allows you to be more robust in your offering. But for us, everything that we do in our processes are designed to figure out how we can actually sell a car for more money. How can we sell the car for more? The data helps us figure out how we can sell the car for more. The way that VINCUE gives me that information, it's organic, but it's honest and it's true. It's the difference between getting the information that you need as a used car director to be able to make used car decisions from someone who built it, that actually owns, operates, and runs a used car store, relative to buying it from someone that knows how to write code and knows how to build algorithms, but doesn't have the personal touch to connect with the customers that you're trying to deliver the vehicle to. I would rather the program or the tech that has a human touch, as opposed to the one, that has all the bells and whistles, but does not connect the dealer with the people. Ultimately, there's this great divide, I believe, in the automotive space between the people that sell cars on the direct side and the dealers. And then there's this whole other side of people that are called vendors. They sell programs, processes, systems, marketing. And if you look at them like that, then you grow a disdain for them in the position, because you feel like they're coming to take as opposed to coming to add. Like, that is not the feeling that I have when doing business with VINCUE as a result of the relationship that I have with my performance manager. He comes and he adds value to me and to my team every time that we get together. So I can no longer say that this is a vendor-dealer relationship. It is a strategic partnership where we both grow. So he's one of us. He's as much Beaver Toyota as he is VINCUE. And that was important for us, because a relationship to us with someone that represents a vendor that we do business with had to be a symbiotic relationship and a reciprocal partnership, to where we get as much value from you as you get from us. As someone that actually wants to see us succeed, that wants to understand how we run our business, that wants to know what he can bring to the table to help enhance what we already feel is something successful, how can he bring value in the name of the company that he represents and the vendor partnership that we have. There isn't a week that goes by that we're not on the phone. There isn't a quarter that goes by that he's not in the store. There isn't a text or an email that gets sent that he doesn't pick up to try and help us figure out problems on the fly. There isn't something that we can't find that he can't point me to, or that he can't let me know isn't available, and then create a ticket so that VINCUE can go and offer that to me as a resource or as a solution, because it's going to enhance my business. When we decided to push all of our chips into the table, it wasn't before VINCUE decided to push all their chips in on us. And that's why the relationship works, because there's a symbiotic relationship between the vendor partner that learns as much from the way that we're able to work in the space that they're trying to perfect, as the dealer that's trying to work in a space with the tech that we can't create. I feel that VINCUE is a tech-based company that puts all of that data that we're talking about at your fingertips and serves it to you in a way that you can make the best possible decisions for your business based on accurate information that's served to you the way that the person that's either acquiring or selling those vehicles needs to see it. If I'm looking at information that's inaccurate or inauthentic or that's been manipulated or scrubbed before I get it, and I make a false decision based on misinformation, I may miss a trade. I may miss a deal. Worse, I may misrepresent our store and have a bad reputation. And a name is something that's worth more than any dollars you can put on a car deal. Your information is everything. We are a VINCUE dealer because we trust the information. VINCUE does a lot more than just produce information, if you will. It actually gives our associates a tool or a weapon in their arsenal to be able to do a lot of the things that we're talking about doing and growing. Now, VINCUE itself is never going to be the one that's going to spend the money that the dealership needs to spend to bring those customers in. All right, but it absolutely helps us with our merchandising and our marketing. They have this nifty little tool now that I've been blowing it up, named Boost. All right, where I can actually go into a subset of vehicles and I can see what's performing because they pull all my lead activity. They pull all my VDP activity. They pull how my cars are performing on cars.com and on AutoTrader, all into the dashboard that I can see at a glance, and I can know whether or not my cars are performing. And if they're not, I can click a little arrow that goes to the right up top, and I can actually boost, which increases my my digital presence and increases my digital spend on some of the cars that are not getting the activity that my traditional marketing alone needs for that car to be able to sell. All right, VINCUE, it helps my associates. It gives them real life information on the cars that they're looking to sell. It gives them a training platform. It has allowed me, to be honest with you, it has allowed me and our store to be able to relinquish the control of having to do every appraisal as a used car manager, and to be able to take a tool that I trust so much that I can put it into the hand of our top level sales associates and trust that more than just a handful of people can appraise cars. We have Beaver sales masters, there's 3 of them. There are sales associates that will take a deal from start to finish and appraise their own trades. I have 4 people that work over in the service department that acquire cars from service, and a sales manager there. All 4 of them can put a number on a car. The information that VINCUE provides is so robust, it is so true. I trust it so much, it frees me to do other things within the organization that can help us be successful, because I trust that the people that are using the tool are so equipped, and so prepared to use that information, and the information itself is so accurate that I can set it, and I won't say forget it, but it allows me to go back and inspect what I expect instead of having to do it all for them. If you want your organization to succeed by way of selling pre-owned inventory, acquiring pre-owned inventory, merchandising your used car inventory, working through your stale prices and being able to get cars to market quicker, getting your pictures uploaded, syndicating better and more seamlessly with all of your providers that are going to get your vehicles in front of the people that are going to want to buy them, there has not been a better tool created than VINCUE for the market that we're in right now. Plenty of tools available, a lot of them antiquated, a lot of them require that people actually trust the associates that they work for them to be able to execute. But if you have the right people and you have the right tool and you're willing to reach instead of grasp, you'll be unstoppable. VINCUE has made our dealership unstoppable.